What's going on, guys? Today we are playing Doki Literature Club. So I played this game before on my channel, but it was recorded with my phone and taken from Instagram Live, and it was just not that good quality. So I am redoing it here. Alright, so let's just begin, I guess. Please enter your name. Okay, I guess I will do that right now. There's my name. I would say don't wear it out, but that's kind of like, I don't know. Hey! And some of my voice is kind of weird. I have not had anything to drink all day. Actually, now that I say that, I'm gonna go ahead and give me a drink. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I got my drink with me. And I think my throat's cleared up now a bit. So let's begin. Let me say real fast here. I am learning from when my mic cuts out usually on my recordings and I lose my progress. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. I need to stop talking too fast. That girl's Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. AKA the best girl in this game. The kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I must feel better off running away. Damn, my guy. However, I sigh and I am in front of the crosswalk and wait to Sayori catch up to me. I'm not gonna do that noise. I refuse. Panting, I guess. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. And I know my girl voice sucks ass. I cannot do voice. I want to do voice acting stuff, not majorly, but I suck at talking. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. And you said like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Austin. I feel weird doing that pouting voice. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Hee. Just in a male voice. Hee. We cross the street together and make our way to school. Excuse me. As we draw near, the streets become interestingly speckled with other students making their... I should not bring that soda, damn. Making their daily commute. By the way, Austin, have you decided on a club join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. And that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm not sure it's possible that I did. However, many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sorry, likes to worry about me too much. Oh my gosh, I cannot talk, damn. Likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content. Just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I was worried that you wouldn't learn how to socialize or have any skills for college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I died to follow you becoming a NEET in a few years. Because you're not... Oh my gosh. Wait, Tom, give me a second. The text is kind of small. I'm gonna like increase it a bit. I'll be right back. Okay, so funny story. When I got back from trying to increase the text, which I couldn't though, by the way, I thought I pressed record, but I didn't. I got 40 minutes into it, stopped like the first poem sharing segment, and the recording was gone because I did not even press record. So I am back again doing this. Oh crap. Okay, so yeah. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Yeah, you gotta do that sometimes, I guess. I don't know. I gotta check. Oh, I'm paired now. I'm gonna check again and see if I'm recording. Alright, good. I was recording. So school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, stare blankly at the wall for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sorry wants me to check out some clubs. Because I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Whoa. Sorry. I almost burped. Sayori? Sayori must have come to the club room while I was spacing out. Well, let's say you're saying hello. Yeah. I always get confused on like the games that voice people, and I always get confused and like do the wrong voices. I'll go around and realize I'm the only one in the club room. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you like to your own club. Oh, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. That meanie. Sayori's vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, but she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I'll bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's cunning as to have planned all this out. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold myself for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Austin, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry, Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look more like a first-year student. She also is the one who makes cupcakes, who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quiet in my ear and turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Austin. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me generally feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Austin. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Did I happen to make some tea as well? I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As already mentioned, it's been widened so there's one spot next to Monica and one space next to Yuri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Yuri. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! I was not going to say that one because that sounds too close to oh, whoa, or ooh, I don't know. Natsuki was to follow off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Sorry if I heard somebody calling my name. I thought I heard somebody calling my name. Sorry for that. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Hell, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sori talks for a mouthful and she has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. And I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss this conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Oh. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, it's in a hot cup of tea helping you enjoy a good book. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted Yurik's away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I always enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the other major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Oh, well, To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like it's nothing but arguing with the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Damn surprised there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You also have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club out before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Excuse me? Everyone enthusiastically agrees. It's just different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to just find these three. Maybe that's why they're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Austin, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke about thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri shakes the rim of her teacup with a finger. My favorites are actually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing for me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's always by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Sources of deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I just really grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation for a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Why just... Natsuki's eyes darted over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is as cute as you are. Sarah slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing the level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all stood in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri looked quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus now we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Austin? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I've only come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Austin... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Zoe wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me there for a moment. If you really just came in for the cupcakes, I'll be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Austin, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Austin, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sarah and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed at the school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I think to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess it starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright, it's poem writing time. Alright, so we just have to write a poem. And we just have to choose words that would go along with the person. Okay. And last time I got oh dang it. Last time I got Natsuki. I want to see if I can get Natsuki again. But I don't know if I can. I might be able to get it. I don't know. Dang it. Ba 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 ba. Alright, I might... Okay, I think I got Natsuki in this one again. I think I did. It was either... Hi again, Austin. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Austin. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Sorry. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sarah told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to come here and just hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica or manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Austin always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps you with busy work without me being without me even asking. Like cooking and cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Austin can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Oh, wait, Sayori!
Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess this means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading so much. Yuri, thanks. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically took the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki lights a hand. A bunch of stacked books and boxes around a shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Yeah. Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. Yep. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. So one volume of manga and a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, pulled out a stack. There it is. Natsuki snatched it out of my hand. She then turns to the box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box out with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box that she's buying. Parfait Girls? Series I'd never heard of in my life. That probably means that they're way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it for the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Austin. Consider this a lesson straight from the Literature Club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She sets the book right in my hands. I start the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. And for those who don't know, moe basically just means, like, I'm pretty sure like a female youth innocence, crap like that in anime, basically. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabbed my arm, and pulled me out of the closet. She then took a seat next to the wall, beneath the window sills. She patted on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Eh? Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that! You make me feel weird about it. Excuse me? Natsuki crossed her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I opened the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space which she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager than I am to begin reading. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet. So I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. That's kind of my favorite anime, to be honest. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there gonna be a plot? Well, obviously, if you could actually enjoy something that didn't have a plot, I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Oh, is that so? Sounds like you really won't know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait, what's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant I haven't seen you at your full power. Get safe. Oh, this chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki paused for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah? Why does that matter? It does. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the time I got this manga. Why could I ever get into anything because it's in a manga? I feel bad for anyone that's that impressionable. It's definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. So all of the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's definitely really good at it. Who am I to judge? Yep. We're read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a new series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes you want to punch him in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? Damn. I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Heck, I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happens. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But I guess that's especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to any sharing of her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone? Yeah? Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy up there. Natsuki suddenly knows how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Oh, that's me. Guess we'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Huh? Is that really alright? I said it mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put myself and carefully slip the book in my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching in their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, I'm going to end the episode here, and in the next episode, we will be doing the poems. Also, I'm going to announce something, coming, I don't know exactly when it'll happen, but soon I'll be playing Stardew Valley on the channel. Just like, kind of like, I'll do like a video of me playing it, play it in my own time, and then make another video of me playing it, just like, for a little chill gameplay. But yeah, stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.